Millions of people could be affected by the latest data hack.
And Southwest Airlines grounded more than 100 planes for safety reasons. Good morning, it's Wednesday, February 25th, 2015. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Megan Judy.
And I'm Spencer Wilson.
And I'm Eric Aldrich, and not a bad start to our morning here on a Wednesday.
It's practically balmy.
Pretty much, yeah, lower 20s.
Practically balmy.
There
Not
will
bad.
be a few shorts and flip-flops, I'm sure, sporting around the area here today. So, yeah, but anyway, it will actually be a relatively decent afternoon here. In fact, we'll start off with lots of open sky and sunshine. The clouds. And I think we're going to be fairly quiet throughout a good part of today. Morning sunshine will give way to a lot of cloud cover during the afternoon. We'll be at 38 at noon. Look for a high that tops out right around 43. It's late tonight and early tomorrow morning that we start to see some snow move on in. We'll talk all about it coming up for you here in just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much.
A jury says guilty in the American Sniper murder trial.
The Texas jury found Eddie Ray Routh guilty of killing Chris Kyle, the former U.S. Navy SEAL whose autobiography was turned into the hit movie American Sniper, as well as Chris's friend, Chad Littlefield. The verdict came after about 2 hours of deliberation. Routh pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to capital murder. Prosecutors did not seek the death penalty, and Routh was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
We just want to say that we've waited 2 years for God to get justice for us on behalf of our son. And as always, God has proved to be faithful. And we're so thrilled that we have the verdict that we have tonight.
Now, healthcare coverage has been a controversial issue in recent years.
In Missouri, part of that discussion has revolved around Medicaid expansion. KOMU 8's Nick Commissar is live at the state capitol to tell us what one group is doing to try and put the issue at the forefront for state lawmakers.
The Missouri Medicaid Coalition will be at the Capitol today to discuss what it's calling the Medicaid Day of Action. I spoke with the director of the coalition. She told me healthcare providers will be pushing lawmakers to fill a healthcare problem known as the coverage gap. This healthcare coverage will fill the gap for those who make too much to qualify for Medicaid, but not enough to afford private insurance. I learned from an advocacy coordinator with the Missouri Nurses Association. Missourians fall into the coverage gap. Funding from the federal government would cover all.
The MetroLink train
State Capitol, Nick Commissar, KOMU 8 News.
Authorities arrest a California man on suspicion of felony hit and run after he allegedly abandoned his truck on train tracks, later causing a commuter train to crash into it. The MetroLink train derailed Tuesday after slamming into the produce truck. The crash injured 28 people on board, 4 of them critically. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Railroad Administration are currently investigating the case. An explosion in New Jersey neighborhood was caught on tape. If you look in the front of the white pickup truck, you'll see the moment the explosion hits. This dash cam video from a police car shows debris shooting into the air. The explosion happened while crews were working on a gas main leak diagonally across from the home. 15 people were injured and 2 gas employees are in critical condition.
The data breach of the second largest U.S. more than 100.
The highest number of and up to 70 to address this issue.
This is KOMU News Today coverage you can count on.
Chevrolet.
And some little light flurries as well. Otherwise, very cold. A high of 17, 16 on Fridays. The sunshine returns. And then we're looking at lots of clouds on Saturday. A high close to 30. A little rain snow mix here possible on Sunday and then again on Monday. And I think it's just going to be pretty much rain, snow, just going back and forth and back and forth. You'll note that over the weekend temperatures tend to be a little bit warmer as well, with highs in the middle and upper 30s. So that'll be a system that we'll continue to watch as well. But anyway, again, lots of dry weather and some sunshine throughout a good part of today. The snow arrives here late tonight.
Okay. This one over here was
He's
going.
excited about snow. He's also from
I love
Colorado,
snow.
so
He kept
you
like
know.
fist bumping for the snow. And I was like, you excited about
There's
that?
a special place for people like you.
Outside.
Aspen, Telluride.
I won't leave those places. Sounds good to me.
Thank you.
Okay.
A recent study shows Missouri has the highest number of suspensions for elementary students who are black. And that's from the latest reporting period.
Some schools use other alternatives to suspension, including Columbia Public Schools. KOMU8's Melody Myers has more on these alternatives and its effects on suspension numbers.
In my hand is the latest data and could include more in-school suspensions, Saturday detentions, and promoting positive behavior throughout student incentives. Live in Columbia, Melody Myers, KOMU8 News.
All right, thank you very much. A murder for hire trial continues with more evidence from prosecutors against the accused hitman.
Now, Casey Lewis is accused of murdering Brian Daniels, the lover of James Thompson, back in April of 2013. Last month, a jury convicted Thompson of first-degree murder for hire, the hitman. KOMU8's Leanne Dyer has been following the trial and recaps day 2.
Call records, a 40 fingerprints, and taught the state of Oklahoma. Leanne Danier, KOMU8 News, Columbia.
KOMU8 News will be back in the courtroom first thing this morning. The judge expects the trial to last through Friday.
Kids can have fun and be creative in a variety of ways.
But can some of those things include creativity in adults? Take a few minutes to find out what a ball house has to do with improving the workplace.
And find out more about a strange scene in Florida where a group of also set her husband's car on fire in an effort to destroy the evidence.
Now, children love to play in ball pits at fast food restaurants.
Now, a British company is taking that carefree idea and applying it to the workplace. CNN's Isa Suarez tells us how the company hopes to foster more creativity.
From the outside.
Connect.
The early designs of those pits can hold up to 30 people at once. Looks like fun.
It's not a story you hear every day. 19 manatees were rescued from a Florida drain pipe Monday. They got trapped while swimming along the waters of Satellite Beach.
CNN's Jeannie Moos reports on the rescue and how it was not the only strange scene in Florida that day.
It sounds like a enjoying early dinner at the Sunset Grill. B, the boat driver. The manatees may be dense, but they're endangered. They don't endanger us. Jeannie Moos, CNN.
Whoa, big fella. Whoa.
What a day. Some of the animals did have scrapes and bruises after coming into contact with the drainage infrastructure.
But fortunately, officials say none of the animals have serious injuries. We'll be right back.
To violent protests.